Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Apollo 277 who wanted the Gundam Fenix in the colors of Tron. Uh, Hopefully the original movie is what was intended, because that is where I went, because it is my favorite. Uh, it's something I watched as a kid. I don't know, that you'd call it a great movie, but I loved it, so... I added a little bit of extra, and there is a Shazar Type A, and yeah, just letting everybody know it's here. I added some extra blue lining to this because I didn't think that the Fenix's Psycho frame was enough on its own. So yeah, in addition to that, I used the honeycomb camo, made the rest of it the same blue-gray as the body of the suit, and just made the outline of the hexes a nice bright metallic blue. I think the effect is pretty good. So, and yeah, Fenix of course is a 700. It is Unicorn Gundam Unit 3. Has the beam magnum. Has awakening mode, as you just saw. Its awakening mode is one of a very few healing abilities in the game. It, I believe, heals any allies that are near you, in addition to recovering 3,000 of your own hit points. It has armed armor funnels, for lack of a better term, that work kind of like... actually, if anything, they probably work very similar to the Psycho Bawu's version of the Psycho Plates. Maybe a little bit less aggressive, but they make up for that by being more damaging per hit. See, New Gundam's trying to funnel me. I should just put up a shield, honestly, because they also, like the Psycho Plates, do have a defensive mode. But right now, just trying to get a target lock and fire things. And yeah, managed it. It put up, that New Gundam put up its own shield, so that didn't really do any damage, I don't think. But now I'm going to do some damage. And of course, yeah, the Fenix, when in NTD or Awakening mode, also has an ability that means that when you are boosting at full speed, you will do damage to anything you pass, basically as though you were ramming them in mobile armor mode. So it's a useful thing. It's one of those things I have a hard time figuring out when to use, but I do like using it. And yes, it can use its armed armors while boosting, which, again, any weapon you can use while boosting is an advantage, because it means you can, keep being evasive while going on the offensive, which is really great. So, see, that, I think it's a prototype Sazabi, missed me with its beam naval. Yeah, a lot of prototype Sazabis out there, of course, because it just came out last night, and I like it well enough. I'd like to get it for myself. I'm still a few tokens behind on my Japanese account for getting it, and yeah, I just used the tackle because I didn't think I could get anything else ready in time to get that kill. I'd like to get that on my Japanese account. I'm still like 1 day's worth of tokens away from the half-price spin for that, but it was so frustrating. I got it. I didn't get it on my personal account, but when I was setting up to do the test drive, I got it on the half-price spin on that account where I can't use it on anything else. So that was, that was not ideal, but it could be worse. And yeah, it seems like if the armed armor hits something that it can't really work its way around, it'll just come back. Somebody else got that kill on the Shazar. That's fine, because the more dead the Shazar is, basically the longer we all live, because that thing is kind of annoying. I don't know I don't know what parts I had on this, honestly. I set it up when I first got it and haven't really looked. Got that Proto Sazabi and a Vulcan kill. Hit the shield with something. Managed to tag it with the cannons. I keep forgetting I do have 2 melee weapons, which is important. And yeah, I just walked face first into that. Yeah, just attacking meleeing people head on is a bad habit, and I keep forgetting that since I came around the corner and they saw me coming, that attack was not as much of a surprise to them as it was to me. So they blew up the... No, they didn't blow up the base. Number 3 did manage to stop that, which is good. And we are still ahead by about 2,500 points, which not a lot at 700, but it is definitely a lead. Means that at least one person can die without us without costing us the lead, and that is a worthwhile consideration. Okay, tag the Shazar. There's a Sazabi on me. Yeah, unlike the first life, which lasted most of the round, as I recall, this one very, very short. Yeah, here's the new level 2 Zeta Gundam 3A type, just, wrecking me a little bit. I'm going to be interested to see if that thing ends up being as formidable at 700 as it is at 650. It is undoubtedly a really good general at 650, and yeah, I got heavy attacked to death, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, yep, Shazar Type A got me, so let's see. Yeah, 2 minutes or so left. They do have the lead, but it's a very slim lead. We can get back in there with 1 kill. We just did. They got back in the lead with 1 kill. Yeah, so it's a close round, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm fairly happy with how these colors turned out. I unfortunately didn't expect that to actually work. Unfortunately, I don't think there's really any stages in... oops, there's the Shazar again. Don't think there's any GBO 2 stages that really fit the Tron aesthetic, which is, very clean and angular. Everything in GBO 2 more or less designed to have that used universe look. There's craters, there's, debris, there's wrecks, there's all that good stuff. So yeah, it's not there's no like Sid Mead design corridors in GBO 2 to take this through, sadly. I think, to be honest, that is really one of... good, finally got that Shazar, and it is awakening time, so I stopped bleeding hit points. And yeah, there we go. But yeah, it really is kind of a shame about Tron Legacy to a certain extent, in my opinion, because the original Tron had basically some of the best designers of their generations on design for that. And the hero costumes, I believe, are mostly by Sid Mead, who was really good at this kind of thing. He designed the light cycles. And Sark, among others, was designed by Mobius, who, another brilliant artist. And then everything in Tron Legacy is just black pleather with lights in it. Which, it's definitely looks, more high-tech for the era it was produced in, but I don't feel like it fits with the original Tron very well. Anyway, that is my soapbox. But, yeah, we managed to win that round. It was a little bit rough at the end, but we pulled it off. And yeah, I think those colors worked out pretty well. I hope Apollo will like them. And I managed top score, 4465. And I seem to recall, reasonably good. 83,000 damage, 5 and 3. I've definitely done worse with the Fenix. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody else take care and have fun. Later. I'm almost certain there was at least one more great designer on Tron, and I cannot remember their name. But yeah, I also just really need to get a... there's a making of book for Tron that has some of the concept art in it. It is very out of print. And unfortunately, when I found it at a local discount store, it was already like 10 years old and binding was coming to pieces. So I'd like to get an intact one of these days.